Good afternoon students. Today we discuss about 11th commerce. In this video we discuss about the channel of distribution, and in this chapter we discuss about the factors influencing channel of distribution. That is, in the previous video we discussed about the how to select the channel of distributions. There are various channel of distributions which are used by the business concern in order to exchange the goods and services from the production place to the consumer place. So in order to select the best channel of distribution, the following factors should be borne in mind by the business people. That is, product characteristics. Seasonal products are distributed through less layer of middlemen. So middleman means the person who intervene to the exchange of goods from the manufacturer to the consumer. So based upon the seasonal product, the channel should be selected, whether we use more middlemen or less middlemen. Non-standardized products that are made according to the customer's specifications may be delivered directly, but standardized products may be passed on through middlemen. Next, market characteristics. The size of the market for the goods is a major factor while selecting the route for distribution of a product. So while selecting the channel of distribution of product and services, you should select the size of the market also. So based upon the size of the market, we should select the best channel of distribution. So distribution in large geographical area require more middlemen. So middlemen are not required to distribute a product in a limited areas. We can directly sold the goods to the consumer. Next, number of consumers. So based upon the consumers, number of consumers in the different areas, we can select the channel of distribution. So large purchases made by a few consumers require centralized distribution. So large number of consumers making purchase in small quantities require more middlemen. Next, middlemen factors. Middlemen who are experienced and have produced more sales are wanted by all producers. That is, the middleman talent, middleman specialty should be analyzed. Those who are experienced in the marketing, they have to sell more product. So they are the needed person by the business people. So long channel naturally increases the cost and price of the product. So the number of layers of middlemen should be kept to the minimum. So more the middlemen or less will be the level of control and more problems on the part of the producers. Next, capacity of the manufacturers. So this will also help the business people to select the best channel of a distribution. That is, a financially strong producer may select a high technology oriented channel, which will reduce cost in the longer run. So manufacturers with a large volume of production may open direct branches in cities and towns where there is more sales. So small and medium producers require the service of the middleman for selling their products. So large production business people, they will have direct outlet in order to supply the goods to the consumers. But small producers and medium producers, they have to fix middlemen to distribute the product. Cost and time involvement in the channel of distribution. So based upon the cost, the channel cost should go along with the quality of service provided by the middleman. So ordinary goods are routed through economical channel, even though the time taken by the channel for delivery of the goods. Sales required along with the product, that is, services required along with the product. Machinery or equipment which needed to be installed and demonstrated should be sold with a shorter channel. So technical services can be provided by manufacturers or by their trained technicians. Therefore, a shorter channel is preferred for sale. Life cycle of the product. Based upon the life cycle of the product, we should select a channel of distribution. An established product can select an ordinary channel, but a new product entering into the market should be carefully promoted by the experienced middleman. Next, middleman point of view. The term middleman refers to all those who are in the link between the primary producer and the ultimate consumer in the exchange of goods and services. So, middleman means they are the linker, intermediary to connect the manufacturer and the ultimate consumer by way of exchanging goods and services. There are broadly two types of intermediaries in exchanging the goods and services from the manufacturer to the consumer, that is mercantile agents and merchant middlemen. Mercantile agents means are also called as function middlemen. A businessman appoints a person to buy and sell goods on his behalf and gives him the right to borrow money on the security of goods. He is known as mercantile agent. He is not given ownership of title of the goods, but he is paid a commission on his turnover. So mercantile agents are a special person appointed by the producer or manufacturer, and they should send the product to him in order to sell the product on behalf of the manufacturer or producer. And the ownership will not be exchanged. Ownership will be in the place of a manufacturer, that is the principal, but the commission will be paid or brokerage will be paid based upon the turnover. There are different kinds of mercantile agents, that is brokers, factors, commission agents, declarer agents, auctioneers, and warehouse keepers. Brokers means he is one who bargains for another and receives commission for his service. So broker is a person who bargains for another person, and he will receive the commission called brokerage for doing his services. He brings buyer and seller together and to make a contract between them. The principal businessman does not pass on either portion of the goods or the ownership of goods to the broker. So the broker is not personally liable for the contract. Next, factors. A factor is a mercantile agent to whom goods are entrusted for sale by a principal. He takes physical possession of the goods, though he does not obtain the ownership of the goods. A factor is a special person appointed by the principal in order to sell the product by using the principal name. He will take the portion of the goods. The factor will take portion of the goods, but he will not take the ownership. A factor sells goods in his own name without revealing the name of his principal. He may even sell them on credit and other usual terms, and he will entitled to receive a commission for goods sold, and he gives valid receipts. He is liable for his action, and he can sue or be sued for his conduct. Commission agent or consignees. A commission agent buy and sell goods on behalf of the principal for a fixed rate of commission for all his transactions. All risks connected with this transaction are borne by the principal, that is the owner. His functions are more varied than a broker and factor, and he takes a decision over the price and terms of the sale, and he has expert knowledge of the goods and trend in the market. So he will take the portion of the goods without title over them and sell in his own name. Next, declarer agent. So delicate agent means he guaranteed to the principal for the collection of cash from credit sales is called delicate agents. So an agent who guarantee to the principal to collect cash while selling the goods on credit. If they do not pay, the agent would bear the loss himself. He is given an additional commission known as delicate commission for satisfying the risk, for bearing the risk. So he carefully select the buyer to whom credit can be extended based on their honesty and reliability. Auctioneers. Auctioneers are agents who sell goods by auction on behalf of the principal. Auction sale is made through a notification to the public. So the notice clearly mentions the date, time and place where the auction will be made, and it will be published in the leading newspapers and posters and by way of announcement. Auction sale may be with reserve or without reserve. In the case of auction with reserve, no sale can take place below the minimum price fixed by the seller, which is known as reserve price. In case of auction without reserve, the auctioneer is bound to sell the product to the highest bidder. So the price for which the bid is accepted is called knocked down price. So striking a hammer on the desk indicate the acceptance of a bid by the auctioneer. So after the highest bid is accepted, the auctioneer becomes the agent for both the seller and the buyer. So for this service, he will receive a commission from both the buyer and the seller. Next, warehouse keeper. A warehouse keeper accepts goods for the purpose of storage in the warehouse. So he should exercise a reasonable care and diligence for storing the goods in the warehouse, and he is entitled to payment for his service. He will have lien on the goods in case of payment for his service remain unpaid. So the warehouse keeper delivered to the owner of the goods a receipt known as warehouse keeper's receipt. So it is an acknowledgement issued by the warehouse keeper for the receipt of goods by him for the purpose of storage. So students, you can go through all the points which are taught in this video. We can continue the same in the next video. You can write all the question answers in your commerce assignment notebook and send a task complete message in the group without fail. Thank you.